One of the controversial YouTubers, better named as Tommy Sotomayor, he put up a video, I think yesterday. I caught whiff of it. I left some comments in the comment section when it comes to intimacy between black man and black woman. You know, very interesting videos because he made 2 segments to it. I don't know if he made a 3rd one. I just seen those 2. I took it upon myself to look at them. Very good subject. See, when you got this social media, Instagram, nonstop, you know, women showing their ass, women not proud the way they look, far as their hair, they want to emulate another culture. And he's talking about how black women have a lot of attitude towards black men in 2016. Let me tell you something. The reason why we still have this cycle of generation of fatherless homes, the man ain't taking the lead. The man ain't laying down the law. We have men that, excuse me, let this truck pass. We have men that is effeminate and they soft, and the clothing industry is dumbing them down. These television shows are dumbing them down, and these videos when it comes to hip hop, they're trying to attack men and demasculate men on every field, on every playing field, to speak. And it sends a message out to the female. The female is taking the male role now, and the male is taking the female role now. And I hate to say it, but it shows. This is why you have a lot of frustration. A real strong, conscious sister that's about the black experience and the black science of it all don't want no weak brother. So brothers gotta get their A game right. You know, half of the real brothers are incarcerated, well, as you know. And the ones keep going back, that's a sign of he might have a lover inside that jail. You know, I always look at that. When a guy keep going in and out of jail, that's a clear sign his lover might be in jail, and it might be of his same sex. So those brothers, you got to really watch out for too. My thing is this: the black women have this attitude, because another fellow YouTuber too, I must mention, his name David Curl. He talks about the Hottentot Venus. Now, the black woman took it upon herself to willingly portray herself like this in 2016. That woman back then didn't have a choice. She was tricked, just like he said, you know, for the gang of her going over into the Euro, and they paraded around like a circus animal. And that's what they done. She didn't have a choice. And she led a life of exploitation. Then she finally died. And it's a sad story, like the man said. But our women now portray themselves, and their ass is all they worth. That's what they think. You see, like you say, people don't even kiss no more. A woman in these days' time, and he right, a woman would get on her knees, gobble you up like it ain't nothing. And sometimes they don't even got to know you for long. And that's a signal of it's nothing really to play around with. I mean, you can catch stuff like that too. It's really a situation of religion and oaths of marriage and bonding and having morals in the household, knowing what a woman's place is, knowing what a man's place is. See, we got away from that. We got away from all that. And that's what the devil wants. He want to destroy family. He want to disperse people around. He don't want the intermediate families to be together. And without family, you have no community. And this is the downfall of the black community. The families are being destroyed by the demonic spirits within this system. Yes, system plays a role in it. Racism plays a role in it. But I'm not going to put my crutch on a white man. And that's another thing I must get down to the nitty gritty about. You pro-blacks, you so-called pro-blacks, don't blame it on slavery. Slavery is over. Okay? That kind of slavery y'all talking about is over. We have all the historians that went on, passed away. We had freedom fighters back in the days, in the 60s and 70s, all up to now. And it's no excuses now. The only slavery we got is mental slavery. That's the slavery we got. But you can't blame it on the white man no more. There's no excuses no more. Things back then we wasn't able to do. Things now we can do anything now. Practically, we got libraries open for us. We got opportunities still. You got to seek it out. If you don't seek nothing, you won't find nothing, brothers. You can't sit in the house playing PlayStation 4, itching your nuts, and waiting for your woman to come home. Oh yeah, a lot of brothers doing that. Let the woman take care of me. That adds on to the problem. That makes you weak, bruh. That makes you effeminate. That means you're not a man. You still a boy. You got a man's body, but you got a boy's mind. This is why black women are frustrated. And this is why the lack of love and companionship is very rare. Okay? See, we being mentally and spiritually attacked as black men. You know, we still killing each other in the streets like dogs. We still jealous of the next man because he got one up against us. And all that stupid stuff. You see it every day on YouTube. You see guys going at each other's channels like little children. I mean, endlessly, just making 20, 30 videos. Don't have no creativity, no craft whatsoever. Talking about some other man and making the other man famous. See? This is why the women loses respect for the black man. You know? And this is the issue of it. Until we get back to the essence of bonding, the institution of marriage, which is being a laughing stock, and it's being paraded out on the world stage as a joke, until we get back to the oaths and laws of man being one with wife. My middle brother told me, I don't care, little bro, because I'm the baby of the family, the last Mohican. But he told me, don't you know, I don't care what kind of woman you lay with, man. She can be a prostitute or a righteous lady. But once you commit that act, you are one. Meaning that all your feelings go into her and all her feelings go into your feelings. Meaning y'all are connected. Y'all have a bond. So all you brothers just thinking you just skeeting in a woman or doing that and no feelings ain't being crossed up, you're fooling yourself. This is why you have your domestic disputes. This is why you have your premeditated murders. This is why you have your jealousies. This is why you have your heartache. Because people feel when you in that moment, your feelings are being transported to one another. But I ain't a saint. I ain't saying I'm holier than the holies, but I'm gonna tell you before I end this. That if you leave the Most High out of anything you do, don't expect anything good to happen to you. If you don't pray for your mate, you might liable to get anything. You get what you get. You got to pray for your relationship. And you got to have God in your relationship. You got to have spiritual good stuff in your relationship. If you see your woman just as a ghetto gagger and a hooker and a hoe, and this is your feelings towards this woman, that means you don't love that woman at all. All you want to use her for is just a lust. Your lust and your your fetishes. That's not love. That's lust. So the sinful actions play important roles. Just like the female. All you want that man, cause he a thug for his money, and he know how to lay the pipe good. He lace you out with the latest and greatest. But when he come off his throne and lose everything, you want to cast him to the fire. That's not love. See, we have subtracted the religion out of the relationship. No. Religion and relationships go together hand in hand. Again, if it's no spirituality in it, as far as righteousness and holiness, you can forget it. It's doomed from the start. I want y'all to ponder on this. I want y'all really to think about this. And this is my response to TS. You know, Mr. Madness, he goes by many names. And I hope y'all enjoyed this lengthy little video. And this is that's why I think it's a lack of intimacy, because we are not practicing the ancient and the righteous teachings of black man and woman, far us being bonded and having a relationship and getting married and having kids and raising a substantial family instead of a dysfunctional family. Peace out. We got to wake up. You got to wake up, folks. All right. You know, when it comes to, excuse me, when it comes to this Illuminati business, it's really getting out of hand. I'm going to point some issues out real swiftly to speak. When it comes to Young Thug and Dennis Rodman, you know, I was a former Bulls fan back in the day when Jordan was doing this I think I can fly moment, and he was flying. He was the cream of the crop back then. Him and Dennis Rodman and the Bulls and Scottie Pippen and Armstrong, Lou, the whole bunch. Dennis Rodman was a person that was very controversial. He dressed up in wedding dresses and cross-dress. I'll probably say what I'm getting to. Well, I'm getting to this Young Thug character. It seems to me he's just a reincarnation of Dennis Rodman all over again. And I don't know the man's personal life. I don't know the man's sexual life. But it seems social media and your TMZs and your gossip columns and your radio talk shows in the morning want to find out what's up with this guy. My thing is this, man. I'm going to add my little 2 cents to this situation. I think the guy's doing this just for publicity and getting money off of the other gender when it comes to homosexuality, cross-dressing. The people that, that's their preference. That's what they do. This ain't about bashing gay folks or homosexual folks or bisexual. I'm a heterosexual, and they stay in their lane, I stay in mine. This video is not on bashing gay people, but I think he's using his media savvy and his profession as a rapper and the way he dress and the way he present himself when he do his videos or whatever to get that buck. He's getting that gay agenda money. This is my theory. It's not fact, but this is what I think of the young man. He's pimping the game far as getting that gay dollar. And that's my thoughts on him. The reason why I use Dennis Rodman is I see a lot of similarities in the way he carry himself and exploitate himself as such, far as him doing those things of wearing skirts, putting on lipstick. I seen he had a Hooters shirt on in one video, stuff like that. I think that's just to get the money from the gay crowd. So, feel free to subscribe and send your feedback and your comments. Peace out. You got to understand that in the heat of the night, in the cold of the night, whatever you want to do, you got to do it. We live in an unbalanced society now, and that's where we at. Mankind goes through cycles. Pompeii was destroyed. Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Babylon was destroyed, so forth and so on. And we need to understand this situation. We need to really comprehend on the situation. The journey of life is what you want to make it. It can be fantastic or it can be disturbing. It can be corrupted or it can be uncorrupted. It's what you want out of life. Life is what you make it. But when you crawl through these crevices and cracks of YouTube, when it comes to all ideologies, engineers, and people's ideas, you got to develop your own craft. As the days move on, as this year closes out, just think about things you need to think about. You feel me? What is your aspirations? What is your goals as a person, as an individual? Racism is social engineering. It's a thing that people need to understand, that racism is not good for your health. It only employs more destruction to the human dilemma, the human psychic. Why do we need to hate? Everyone in the 60s and 70s, when Woodstock was prevalent, was on LSD and all the hallucinating drugs, but it was all free love and happiness. Sometimes I wish that day had come back, but I wasn't born back then. I only know for publications and documentaries of my loved ones, which is my biological family, that was in those days, but I wasn't born at that time. I was born in 75. Why do we do these things to ourselves? Black man, white man. We need to get off this old topic. We all one. We all race. We all race. God made all us in his image, not one race, all of us. We should never forget that. We should always live on that. I take my time because I want y'all to really grasp my thoughts and embrace the knowledge that come forth when it comes to this publication. The just and the unjust, the unholy and the holy go hand in hand. It's always going to be a battle. I never said it's going to be easy, because it's not going to be easy. Those that's good, you're going to have evil people against you, okay? Those that's evil, you have good people against you. But when it all comes down to it, you got to represent your side. And I represent the Most High side. I represent the holy side. because destruction is developed and engineered by the fallen angels and Lucifer, the devil as you know it. So as this year close out, for the races, multicultural, all races, colors, and creed, I want y'all to pray for your families, pray for this nation and other nations and other countries and other states and other provinces all around the world. This whole world need a lot of prayer, okay? Because a lot of people are leaving away from here due to demonic activity. But I'm signing off. Think about it. Who gave the green light? Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Who gave the green light to kill young black males? We had a lot of incidents and patterns since 2014, 15, now this year closing out 16. As Christmas just passed, think of the families. Pray for the families that lost their sons over the summertime and over the springtime in 2015 due to gun violence, due to police brutality and a messed up mentality. Where's the love at? Where's the consolidation? What's wrong with this American administration in this situation? Jobs, no occupations, picket signs in an unruly nation, living in a hell situation. We need all pray for spiritual salvation within the nation. That is the freedom for us all. The final call. We have a lot of problems, but we can embrace love as a collective. I ask black men, I ask these racist cops to stop doing what you're doing. All black men are not savages. All black men ain't drug dealers. All black men ain't killers. And let me destroy that stereotype right now. Anyone can be a killer. Anyone can be a mass murderer. Anyone can be a sexual deviant, a predator on his own Homo sapien counterpart, which is the human. Some men and women are reared and born in environments that breeds that behavior. I'm a firm believer that it's an origin to people's madness. And people need to take the time out to study the pathological minds of the sick and the deranged and the disturbed. This is why we need more mental institutions. This is why we need places that If those people of that category can't get rehabilitated, you know the rest. I'm not the judge. I don't like death. I don't like capital punishment. But when you have a diseased mind and a disturbed mind, sometimes that's the only alternative. You see? And that's the sad thing about it. Because a life is a life. And I believe mankind is not the orator or the originator or the say-all of someone's demise. And this is where the dilemma comes in. Men are playing God's role. This is why I think, and this is my belief, and I stand on 100%, we have a lot of problems within this world we live in. He created us to show ourselves approved. I believe life, earth, human interaction is a test. And it's the real test, not no school test, not no SATs, not no PhDs and all the accolades and all the definitional degrees and diplomas. I thank God and his book and his prophets that was inspired by the spirits up in heaven. I believe his dialogue, his commentary, his spiritual education is for us to pass the test of life. As a lot of us are failing the test of life. And this is why you have this thing played out in the streets and on social media when it comes to some of these websites exploiting the darker people of the world for the greater gain of currency. But this is all prophecy, and this is what you got. This is what you got to understand. It's prophecy. By knowing the signs, by knowing the times, you will stay protected. This is what I believe. This is what I stand on 100%. So I want people to really think about what I just talked about. Whoever views this. A lot of brothers and sisters has perished due to police violence that are African Americans. We need to embrace our communities and pray for our young, well as everyone that is black, because we still getting killed by the cops. And my question is, who gave the green light to kill the black males? Again, who gave the green light to kill black males? Peace.